Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. So X Empire just finished their mining phase, so you can no longer play the game. Everyone's kind of wondering, well, what's next? So without further ado, let's jump right in. So I want to cover some of the announcements that they went over here, and then we're going to talk about the airdrop a little bit later. But they were showing how there was 45 million users. They're talking about how they're getting 30,000 new users an hour, basically, which is absolutely insane. They've got tons of exciting features, NFTs, AI-generated avatars, negotiations, lucky boxes, and so much more. And it's only been 3 months. There is this whole AI avatar thing that they added in, which is pretty cool. You can basically upload a photo. It was cool. They were also on Times Square talking about the last day of the mining phase. But just kind of scrolling through here, talking about 210 million views on YouTube. This is all stuff a lot of us know. But I just thought it would be cool to cover this because these are pretty crazy things to accomplish if you think about it. 83,000 NFTs sold, which were the vouchers that you can buy on getgems.io. And then just kind of getting down here, they were doing this big hype up to basically when the mining ended. It's kind of cool. They were doing like a countdown, basically. And then these are some really interesting stats, which I thought was cool to kind of cover. So they talked about 28 million people. A crap ton of tokens were mined essentially in game. There was 116 million Telegram stars. Now it says donated, so I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. There was like a donate stars or TON feature sometimes in the game, but I think they might have meant just in-game transactions. 18 million wallets connected. That's pretty insane. Talked about how many in-game coins were burned. 570,000 of the vouchers were minted. And 224 million views. 91% of players were invited by their friends, which I also thought was kind of cool. Really shows how the growth of this Telegram and TON ecosystem is just absolutely absurd right now. So they're just talking about basically, you know, they're not done. They're going to keep going. This is just the beginning. Very soon, we're going to all know what's waiting ahead. You know, the show must go on. Now, this is the most important thing I want to cover with you guys because they talk about the airdrop criteria. Now, it's important to know we don't actually know exactly when right now. So we know it's coming. We just don't have the exact time and date. They're also talking about how they'll distribute 70% of the supply, how it's going to be transparent and open to their users. The key principle is simple. The more value you brought to the community, the bigger your drop will be. They've mentioned it multiple times. They're going to stick to this rule and that they divided the criteria into 2 parts. Now, the primary criteria is the number of quality of invited friends, meaning are they active, were they leveling up, were they progressing in the game, were they buying things, were they doing microtransactions? I'm sure there's a lot of different factors that come in there. Your profit per hour, that makes sense. That's how you're progressing in the game. Number of completed quests. This is also pretty self-explanatory why they would do that. Basically, they're saying everything's about community, right? So they want to focus on that. And then the additional criteria is wallet connection, TON transactions, purchases and donations, and then Telegram Premium. Honestly, nothing's kind of a big surprise here. Something that we're all starting to learn in this Telegram ecosystem. The paid ones seem to be the best. The games that you can put money into or invest or buy NFTs or do microtransactions so far are having the best airdrops. Go figure, right? You know, the completely free-to-play games that are all free, the airdrops are just not turning out that good. There's just too many people to pay out. Right? Catizen's probably one of the best so far as return goes if you put money into the game. So I'm kind of curious to see how X Empire goes with that. They do talk about how purchases and donations in the game have never been mandatory and are not a decisive factor in receiving the airdrop, but they obviously want to accommodate for that because it did help them build the project. So obviously people who did, contribute are going to get rewarded for that. And it's very simple. The more value you bring to the community, the more the community will reward you. So this is it. Now they talked about this just recently, actually, right before I made this video. So they said, due to certain reasons, we were forced to change the tokenomics and community supply amount. All details and a thorough explanation will be provided later today. What does that mean? That's usually not good news right after they already told everyone how it's going to be, but we'll have to see what comes. So I'll definitely do another follow-up video with more information about this, especially once we have the airdrop date. But I just want to get you guys up to speed with this because this is something I've been playing a lot and we've all been following this intently on the channel. So if you made it this far in the video, do me a favor and hit that red subscribe button. It really helps out. And smash that like button so we can get this out to other people. Okay, we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.